Hi, happy Friday. Today's lesson is going to focus on compare and contrast. However, instead of comparing and contrasting two animals, we are going to have the objective of comparing and contrasting two different versions of the same story, but from different cultures. And today we're going to focus on the Cinderella story. So it's going to be a fairy tale. Before I get into the details of the different versions of the Cinderella story, I do want to review what compare and contrast means, just because I know that yesterday we took a little break from compare and contrast, so I just want to refresh your memory. So when we are comparing, we are looking for things that are the same. So similar to what you did with the animals that you learned about, whether they're both aquatic or whether they both lived on trees or in forests. Those are things that make them similar, right? And that's something that we were able to write down at the center of our Venn diagram. So the two circles that connect together is where we wrote our comparisons, which are things that are the same. Now, when we're contrasting, we're looking at things that are not the same, things that make that particular animal, or in this case, that particular story, unique, different. And so, with that being said, we are going to be looking at the Cinderella story, but not the white Cinderella that you know of, the glass slipper and the fairy tale that we all grew up learning about. In this case, it's going to be two versions, one from Mexico and then one from the Caribbean. Okay, so Cinderella is going to be a story of a Caribbean princess, and then Adelita is going to be a version of Mexican princess. Okay, so you are going to write things that are the same, compare both of those two stories, and then you're going to write things that are contrasting, that are very different from those two stories. Okay, again, I do want you to write 3 to 4 things per section. So you're going to write 3 or 4 things here, 3 or 4 things here, 3 or 4 things here, and that will finalize our compare and contrast standard. So I'm really excited that we can move on into comparing and contrasting stories, because that's something that you'll be able to do as you move forward into 3rd grade, with a lot of other different stories and facts that you learn of animals and things. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I hope you have fun learning these different versions and from these different cultures. And we'll talk more about it during office hours. All right, bye.